Blue Jays and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. With that, a look at John Gibbons' lineup for the visiting Blue Jays. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He enters the day leading the entire American League in home runs, so his elite power has been on display all year. He can certainly make an impact on a game with one swing of the bat.
Ramon Santiago will be on the mound for the series opener. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, Matty, when he seems to get in trouble, that's when he bears down. He's actually got a lower batting average against him.
David Atkinson will stand in, 1 for 4 with a double in yesterday's ball game.
Well, you look for a guy to produce. He's got 9 RBIs in his last 10 games, and he had another good one yesterday as well.
High in the air out to center field. Buxton is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He is a big-time power threat and leads the American League in slugging percentage coming into this game. That means
Ken Hemphill will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year. Squares around and drops down a good one. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, I think you better look out for that cleanup hitter. He sports a batting average with runners in scoring position over 300, so you could say he relishes in those big moments.
Leading off the inning, David Atkinson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
A little party there. No balls and a strike.
0-1 again, and he's at 100% on first pitch strikes, now in the middle innings of this one. No wonder he's pitched so well.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly.
Oh, and he hung him a curveball there, and he's going to live to regret it as this ball is going to wind up well over the wall in left field. A long home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. Home run number 39 on the season for him. And the Blue Jays are on the board. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
David Atkinson steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Here we go. Let it fly right here. Hey, one time, right now.
First offering on its way. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
Well, it's just game 1 of this series, but you almost have to wonder if they forgot to pack their offense when they got on the plane. It's been nowhere to be found so far.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
Here's the 0-2. And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop.
Here we go, baby. Find a good pitch.
And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, here's another look at this on Show Track. And actually, this pitch might not even show up on the graphic. That's how far away from the plate it was. And this will let that base runner take a nice little stroll up to second base.
Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Yeah, and that turns out to be a nice little play there behind the plate. They get the swing through for strike 3, but then he's got to get the out over there at first base and make sure that nobody else advances. And he's able to accomplish both of them.
Come on now, get your pitch up there,
David
kid.
Atkinson gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th.
One time, here we go. Let her rip, let her rip.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1.
Hey, here we go. Come on now, one time.
Hoping to keep it tied, here it comes. Lifted in the air out to center field. Buxton is there now, and he has it, 2 gone.
Hey, get him with the
Jay
best pitch
Park
right here.
leads it off for the boys in blue here in the 8th at Dodger Stadium. Speared on the dive. Got him.
Woo, no problem.
The catcher, number 55, Ken.
And boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things out for you, and he came on to slam the door shut.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Dodgers win it 4-3. Good night from Los Angeles.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious New York Mets, 1 run.
Tuesday night baseball here on the show from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game interleague series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's Dodger baseball on the show, and it comes your way next. With that, a look at John Gibbons' lineup for the visiting Blue Jays. How do they get back into the win column, Psycho?
You know, these guys fall out of bed every morning and hit. They're leading the league in hits right now, so that really makes it tough on an opposing defense and a pitching staff. So if they just keep the approach that they've had so far, they're golden.
Garrett Medeiros, the Oregon-born left-hander, is the starter here. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Yeah, guys, he won his 10th game of the season in his last start. We'll see how he does here.
David Atkinson gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on.
Atkinson.
He's set. Here it comes. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1. Eric, you look at your former employers, the Dodgers, as they enter play here tonight. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Always important to play good baseball in front of the home crowd, and they were fortunate to get this series off on the right foot in Game 1. They'll hope to continue their winning ways here in Game number 2.
Skied into straightaway right. Hemphill is under it, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Settling in now, David Atkinson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
First pitch
1-0.
curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball one. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. Long throw to third, but too late, and he's safe at third.
Well, anybody who calls this place home will tell you this is not a home run hitting park, but it will give up its share of doubles. And this one moves runners to second and third now as they're looking to cash in.
Into the box now, Ozzie Guerrero. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Come on now, one pitch right here.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left. In there, a base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
And you know, this is something these guys just haven't had for a while. That's an early lead. Although I guess they haven't really had any leads, period. And that's why they're on this losing streak. But a good sign here as he drives in a run to put him up 1-0.
Ready now, Vernon Caruso. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking.
Now both runners are breaking. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Now batting, catcher, J.P.
Here you go.
J.P. Pierce gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hemphill has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the 1. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Jays lead it 1-0. Into the box, David Atkinson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go, baby.
Into the seats, 0-1.
Hey, see them driving here.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder.
So striding in, number 20, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Chopped weakly to the left.
Hold up right here.
Oh, and that all developed too late to get him at first, and now the bases are loaded here.
Well, I think you have to say that his problems here are completely self-induced. Back-to-back walks.
Ozzie Guerrero will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit, it still hasn't shown up yet.
Right
like you say, you've got the bases loaded. You just wonder how many more of these opportunities are you going to get?
And he gets the call there, 3-1.
Hey, your turn.
A look here at the hits per side here in the late going.
Looking good. No one better up there.
Hey, come on, big guy.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
Full count.
And it's full now, 3-2.
Well, this is turning into a real dogfight now.
Hey, here we go. Clutch up for us right here, buddy.
Hey, your turn. Driving me. Clutch up, kid.
Line drive to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. Oh, and the tag will get him at the plate as the potential tying run is Vernon Caruso will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. He can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Take a turn.
And that is into right field, a base hit. But not in time, and just like that, this ball game is tied.
And if this team has a weakness, this might be it. The bullpen has got to get better at closing out tight ball games. If you're going to make a postseason run, you've got to find a way to straighten this out.
J.P. Pierce digs in. Deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. He got him, and the go-ahead run will be left stranded at second base. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the one. Home half of the 8th straight ahead, and we are tied 2-2. Digging in now, David Atkinson, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Atkinson.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Boy, we've seen a lot of guys be late on that fastball tonight, and I think that all comes from being a little over-aggressive.
Hey, let it fly up there, huh?
Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
Boy, he was so far behind that first pitch that he over-adjusted and was so far ahead of this one.
On the ground to third. Gaucho comes up with it. Throw to first gets him. 1 out here to lead off the 10th.
The batter, the fielder.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Dodgers win it 4-2. Good night from Los Angeles.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers. 4 runs on 6 hits. 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For the Blue Jays, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on.
With the picturesque San Gabriel Mountains in the background, a look at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's Dodger baseball, and it's next on the show. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Steve, how do they go about ending this losing streak they're in the midst of?
Hey, just keep doing what they've been doing. They lead the league in slugging percentage. Work the ball down the lines and in the gaps. Continue to get those extra base hits that have been so crucial for them, and they're going to be successful.
Leroy Cloutier gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, one of the areas where he's fared real well, when he gets into jams, he's able to get out of it. He is.
David Atkinson will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Runners on first with 1 down.
Hey, keep bringing out hot bat, huh?
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your pitch.
And he takes
No
something
ball,
off
two
there and
strike.
had him way out in front for strike two. Eric, your Dodger ball club, as they enter play here this afternoon, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
And it's been a good series for them so far here, too. They've been able to take the first 2 games, and now they're set up in good shape to make it a clean sweep.
Way outside. 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
The 1-2 pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Hemphill is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. With that, a look at John Gibbons' lineup for the visiting Blue Jays. Steve, how do they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up.
1 out. You got 1.
Now to the plate, Richie Vasquez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Atkinson takes it in. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. And with that, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for the Blue Jays. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, if you can say there is a defensive threat on this team, he's standing down there at first base. I say that because he's very good at keeping balls in front of him, helping his fellow infielders.
David Atkinson is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat.
Atkinson.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Now a throw over to first, and the runner back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
All right, come on now. 1 time.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Hey, your pitch, your pitch.
Here it comes on 1-1. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, get on for us here.
Hard hit ball to second, and that'll just sneak past the glove, and it should be a base hit.
Well, you got to start a streak somewhere, and he's well into this one now. A 6-game hit streak with that base hit. He's swinging the bat pretty.
Hey, get your pitch right here.
Ozzie Guerrero stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Runners off for second. Drilled to the right side. Oh, he makes the stop. And he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he'll come in to score from second base. And that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
Well, this game can certainly humble you at times. I mean, he makes an A-plus play just to get a glove on the ball, but that throw completely misses its mark. So for all his efforts, he'll wind up getting hit with an error. Unfair.
Chad Lang is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Hit to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the 1. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Toronto leads this one 1-0. David Atkinson will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far.
Atkinson.
Come on, big guy, get your pitch, huh?
And a
1-1, no
fastball
strike.
to start things out here.
Hey,
Not
lucky
close.
kid out
It's a
there,
ball
kid
and no
on.
strikes.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and even 40 home runs on the year for him now as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
And like you said, that's his 40th home run of the year, and that'll gain him entrance into the elite 40-40 club. 40 home runs, 40 stolen bases. He becomes only the...
Ken
Got no one
Whalen
out now.
will stand in, and Steve, with the no-hitter gone now, he's got to remind himself he's still got work to do out there.
Yeah, he sure does. This game is not over by any means. You've got to take any no-hitter thoughts and put those out of your mind and go back to focusing on the task at hand.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Grounded to the right. Backhanded. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third. Stepping in and ready for another shot, David Atkinson. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
I can't imagine they're going to give him anything to hit this time around.
Into the windup and the
Have a rip
pitch.
at it up there, huh?
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one.
Here we go now. Come on now. One time.
Slow roller left side. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Ken Hemphill steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the seventh. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. This one down. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out.
Now batting, left fielder.
Sylvester Kirkland will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Bounce to first. Atkinson is there, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
First baseman number 33.
David Atkinson is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th.
David Atkinson.
Let's go, kid. One time right here.
Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike one. Shadows starting to fall over this Southern California afternoon as it's been a good contest so far.
It really has. You know, both pitchers, they've been as advertised. It's been a tightly played game, and the scoreboard shows it.
Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. And some problems defensively as they allow him to reach first safely.
Maybe a turning point here in a tie ball game. They catch a break, they get the infield single on this ball. Now what will they do from there? They've got tons of options.
Ozzie Guerrero will step in, a ground out victim as last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
He's going.
Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And no throw, as it turns out, as he takes second with ease. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. And now the runner's trying for third. Taken for strike 3. The throw. And he won't get the throw off, actually, as he can't find the handle, and it's a successful steal of third base.
Well, sometimes if you're going to go out and try to win the game, you need to take some chances, and sending the guy from second was certainly a big chance. But it works out for him, so now they can take the lead here with something as simple as a fly ball.
Set to get his day started, Dwayne Phillips. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry.
Hey, right guy, right spot. Clutch up now.
Heading out towards shallow right. Hemphill has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And never much of a chance to even think about it. Jack Roberts ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down.
Here we go, no one better.
Now a snap throw over to third. And the runner back safely.
Here we go. Need you right here.
And he missed with it there. Ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
That's a good at-bat there. You know, sometimes in extra innings, guys start to chase because they're getting tired and frustrated, and they're looking for one big hit. That's not the case here.
Stepping in, Robinson Irizarry. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Hey, keep it going. Need you right here now. Looking good. No one better up there. Here you go.
The runner's breaking for home. Pitch is a ball.
1 ball. 2 strikes. Hey, no one better, huh?
And he scores on a daring steal of home.
Well, the amazing thing about this steal of home was that with a right-handed pitcher on the mound, he should be looking at him the whole way. That's all about using the element of surprise there.
No one better up there. Here you go.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that's a wrap here this afternoon. For EK, Psycho, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. The Blue Jays come out on top, 3-2. So long from Southern California.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the